Robinson, and we're here to find out whether or not Americans are spoiled, and if so, how we get in this situation, and what can we do to combat this problem. Brianna, do you feel Americans are spoiled, and if so, why?
Yes, I believe that Americans are spoiled, and I feel this because we live in a country where people are very fortunate to have food and places to live and a good economy, and other countries don't have that. They're starving children who don't have any food and whatever else. And I just believe that we live a lot better than other countries.
No, I don't really feel that America is spoiled as far as the luxury. I mean, our economy is better than most countries are, and I feel that we have access to a lot of facilities that a lot of countries don't. I feel that maybe that the government should maybe cut back on a lot of revenues that are going towards the wrong classes of people. In that respect, you know.
Hello, I'm with Dean Forsyth, and we wanted to find out if he thinks Americans are spoiled or not, and if so, why.
I don't know if I'd want to use the word spoiled. I think people take for granted a lot of things that they have. I like facts and figures. I know I hear things on other news reports and stuff about other countries and our standard of living compared to theirs. And we're a very blessed nation. And I think people need to be thankful for what they have. I know, like Cuba, I hear that the average income for a family in Cuba is $40 a month. I mean, people are just fortunate to get whatever they need for day-to-day living. So we certainly are a very blessed country.
Malik Robinson, and we're with Beverly Calendar, and we wanted to find out if she thinks Americans are spoiled. So, Beverly, do you think that Americans are spoiled?
No, not really. No, most Americans ain't spoiled. They just a lot of them had a disadvantage with the difference in race, cultures, and everything else. A lot of our children they can't get along not for the fact of material things, for the fact of there's too much racial tension in the schools.
Hello, this is Malik, and we're with Michelle, and we wanted to find out if you think Americans are spoiled or not.
I really don't think Americans are spoiled. I just think that some of us has lost touch of where we came from, or we just have it so good right now economically that we don't remember when times were hard and when times were bad and when the stock market wasn't as good as it is right now.
Hello, this is Malik Robinson, and I'm here with Alexis. And right now, we wanted to find out if she thinks that Americans are spoiled or not.
Yes, I do. I think Americans are spoiled. I think that if you compare Americans to people from a lot of other countries, people where there from countries where there are fewer opportunities, they're a lot more appreciative of opportunities than we are here in America, where there are so many opportunities that we can pick and choose what we want to do and what things we want to pursue. So we're spoiled in that respect.
So do you believe that Americans right now are living in over excess, or what are your feelings?
Most definitely, most definitely. I mean, I went to a seminar last week. Alex and I actually went to a seminar last week, and it was talking about, economic growth and how women can empower themselves and how we might spend like $4 on a cup of coffee. Now, do we really need to spend $4 on a cup of coffee? And that's just, money that we can have saving that can go into our retirement or money for our children or things of that nature. So I definitely.
What can we do to fix the problem?
I don't think that we need to fix the problem. I feel as though that we should be able to live the way that we live. I think that we should be able to help other countries, but I don't think that we should have to suffer or change what we do just because we live in a better situation.
And thank you. So, Dean, how can we combat this problem?
I think. Oh, that's a good question. Combat the problem of
Living in excess.
Oh. Well, I don't know, guys. That's a tough one. I don't think it's wrong to live in, but the word excess applies too much. So, I mean, I think you ought to be grateful for what you've been given, what God's blessed you with, and use it to help others and things, and it's not excess. Some of the wealthiest people in the world are very generous with what they have and give to others. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If someone's been blessed financially, it's what they do with that that becomes the issue, I think.
What can we do to combat this problem?
The government should listen to the American people more. I mean, the lower American people, really listen to them, not just when it's time to go vote. I mean, we just saw the last election that, you know, when it was time for us to speak, we still didn't get heard. So, you know, we really need to sit down and really need to come to a realization as far as like what is going on here, and as far as like actually listening to the people that are actually working.
And where do you see this problem in the near future?
I see it's getting worse. You know, I don't see it getting better, not at all. I mean, I feel as the years progress, I feel that the rich is going to keep getting richer, and the poor is going to keep getting poor, and that the rich is going to end up taking over. And the normal Joe like me and everyone else, we're going to be basically just trying to scrape up pennies just to survive. You know?
Thanks, Jerry.
Learn from our mistakes and things of that nature. Hopefully we will learn from our mistakes, and hopefully parents will educate the younger ones and say, you know, it hasn't always been like this. We had to work hard. Hopefully we are still in the minds of the people, the next generation, that hard work, good work ethics is very important. So we won't have to deal with this anymore.
So good things.
So, Dean, how do you feel we've gotten in this current condition?
Well, I believe it's mostly spiritual. I think people have left the important things that God being the center of their life, things like that, and the moral decay of the society. Divorce is really a serious problem in America. People aren't, I don't think, have structured themselves and are committed to what they've done. It's just too easy now to do away with that. I'm actually a wedding photographer. That's how I make my living. So I spend time seeing people getting married and how much joy they have in their lives, and they promise to, regardless of financial situations and health and stuff, to stick together the rest of their lives. And these problems come along, especially financial, and people just can't make it through because they don't have anything to, I guess, a common thread in relationship a lot of times to pull them through when it's hard times.
All right. Dean, do you think there is any sight of a turnaround in the future?
I think we're seeing a turnaround in some points. I think good moral leadership is going to be an advantage to us. You know, there's some things that, you know, people, I think it's a personal level. You can have good teachers in school teaching children right and wrong, but when I've talked to even my own children, I can give them a list of things and they can tell me what's right and wrong. You can go to anybody in the street and make a list of 100 things and they can tell you what's right and wrong, but them actually doing what's right and wrong or what's right is a different issue a lot of times. I think people know morally what they should be doing, and just a lot of times that selfishness gets in the way.
So, Dave Rave, do you believe that Americans are spoiled, and if so, why?
Quite. But it's okay, because no one gets what they can't handle.
And where do you see this problem in the next 5 or 10 years?
Well, the world will never end, so it's going to get worse before it gets better, but it's fine by me. And
We have our problems and we have our strengths. I mean, this is the greatest country there's ever been. I have no doubt saying that. We're definitely a very blessed country, a nation, and I'm thankful for the things I have.